be insulated from it, which totally both sides are valid. You know, I'm surprised that he got as mad as he did.
I'm surprised about that
That's
part.
the maddest he's gotten while he's been here.
Especially today, he started off so well, you know, and positive.
So positive. He wasn't lying. He really did do yoga. That was a true story.
I know. I was like,
no,
wow.
No. It's hard. I think it's hard for me at dinner where, like, Mike gets angry to the point of throwing shit in the lake and destroying pumpkins, and Rob says, poor Mike. Like, when we've, like, sat on a trial and determined in a trial that, like, it doesn't matter what your emotional state is, it doesn't justify your actions or destroying something or threatening somebody, like, but then Rob says, oh, poor Mike. I don't know.
Is there a rule against destroying things?
Property?
No, not yet. That's not one I've been meaning to bring up for, like, weeks and then haven't. Because that really bothers me.
That could be a resolution for tomorrow. I don't know.
And now all the guys are hopping in the bandwagon of, like, yeah, like that Mike was provoked, you know?
Well, if, in Mike's defense, if Jake wasn't successful after in the first attempt, what made him keep
No, I don't know.
going?
I don't know. And so, like, I was super surprised when I saw that he, like, approached him again on the porch. Like, I was surprised at that, too. I was like, whoa. Like,
Some people just don't give up, though. Like, they're like, I'm gonna, like, especially when he doesn't see, if Jake, you know, really doesn't feel like there's any animosity against him, you know, you're going to want to try to make it better. And sometimes you end up making it worse. But, I mean, but he just surprised me today. And because of the week also. And, you know, he had his bracelet on and he's been really on point for the week. But hey. How are you feeling, Della?
Well, I think that you and Jake should keep seeing each other.
he wrote me a poem.
He's so sweet.
He brought
like,
me, listen,
when
okay,
I
listen,
come
just
in here
listen
and
to
a girl
this.
speaks my language. He's like, I can't just walk away, or something. I don't know what he said. I don't know.
He brings me fruit. He brought me persimmons. He brought me Japanese textbooks. He brought me a poem. And he brought me a rose.
Aww. He's awesome.
Like,
he's so awesome. I'm so happy for you.
It's just, you know, it's overwhelming. It's hard to articulate it. Like, it really gets to me because I didn't come in here to try to, like, be a missionary, to try to convert people to my lifestyle. That's the last thing I wanted. But I did look forward to being in a place where, like, it's a safe space to talk about my lifestyle, to practice relationships the way I want to, with everybody with the mindset that this is an experiment and that it's something new, you know, like that I get to bring that to the table. And now it's just like the same kind of negativity and bullying and misunderstanding as I've gotten on the outside. And it's,
no one misunderstands you here, though. That's the thing. Like, he knew very well what he was getting into. He just thought he was safe inside these gates.
Inside these gates. That's it.
And you're both you and Mike are very similar, where you don't like to discuss anything that may create conflict. You guys rather just allow it to dissolve, but then things like this happen when you don't communicate things out. And that's okay to be that way. It's just realize that at a later date you may be faced with the conflict.
I mean, I knew that. Like, it wasn't stupid. It wasn't a surprise. None of it was a surprise, you know. It's just, I don't know. It's just tough. Like,
I just think it's amazing that you and Jake Or just kind of seem like you're made for each other.
That's just bizarre. He's Japanese. He speaks Japanese.
She's like, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute.
No, like, he left, and so like, I was like, wait, let me walk you out, you know, and he said, like, what did he say?
Don't worry, I'm gonna fight for you. I'm gonna fight for you.
Something like, listen, like, obviously I'd be stupid to deny that I like you, but like, that's gonna be a huge problem here. And he said, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what your voting off process is. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come back. But if I can't, please find me. Please find me, because, you know, I still want to develop this. And we talked for a little while. He's gonna come back for the Halloween party.
Good. You better spend the whole time with him. I'm sure that our meditation client Joey can be there.
Possibly, I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know.
I'm really happy for you.
I want to be happy. Like, I really want to be happy. But like, I'm so embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Your actions didn't...
You were graceful.
It's like, no, I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of this place. You know, that's something I keep going back and forth between being proud of this place and being embarrassed of this place. And I'm embarrassed of the behavior. I haven't had to deal with that behavior in years. In years. And that's all.
Well, I
explained that to him, just like how embarrassed and how sorry I was that this is what he has to encounter coming here.
That's part of the beauty of the switch, though, that's happening right now. It's like, everyone's definition of utopia is different. Open-minded, though, is a positive. Like, you know, we obviously live in a world of dualities, and some words are positive content. And so, do we want a utopia that's closed-minded and all that stuff? That's something else to consider, you know. And so, trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and that it'll all happen perfectly. And he's spitting a lot of fire today, and like, I get it. He's really upset, but that's the other thing. It's like, if I'm in a bad place, I kind of go off in the corner and like take time for myself.
I told him that. I said, you need to go over there.
I told him that too, and that's when I kind of apologized to him too, though, because I was like, should I have told him that? But in a way, it's like maybe he doesn't know what tools to use when he's in a bad place. Like,
so I know at dinner we talked about this. Is this the time where we incorporate love?
Yeah. He needs a love circle too. A soul circle, whatever you want to call it. Bella and him. Both. So Bella's apparently gonna apologize to the group tomorrow for like going above the $75 for ordering chocolate.
She got it? She gets it?
Yeah.
She gets it.
Apparently. So she's gonna apologize to the group. And then after she apologizes to the group,
that's a breakthrough, Dedeker.
She still has some gaps. Because, like, for example, today the rest of the food order came that was left off the first one.
It's a I just added up. She's bought $150 worth of food.
So she went double. Okay, but keep in mind, like, we don't even have to say the number. Like, let's just try to keep it as, because this is moving forward from that order. I still think that, like, as long as, I don't think she needs to eat organic or everything, but if that's what's going to make her happy and, like, she's a contributing member, like, if it's all, like, nutritional food that, like, the chocolate bar I can't understand. If it's all fruits and vegetables and stuff, like, I can understand.
Can I make
as long as it doesn't go bad and she's really eating all of it, like, I don't believe that it's going to be per week. There's no way in hell she has so much food left. It's probably at least 2 to 3 weeks. You know.
That's what I hope.
And also, I think she over-ordered a little bit, but she has to learn that lesson. So after she apologizes, I said to Brie, like, I think that she's the perfect first candidate for the love circle.
What was the point you wanted to make, Amanda?
She was hungry today.
Because she's not taking the time to cook for herself.
And that, I was like, how?
Because
But now you said she's not taking the time.
she's never in the, I think she's also really scared to go into the kitchen. Like, she's scared to go into the house. She doesn't feel love right now. She still feels rejected. That's why this circle will be really healing for her. Because
And we need to make it happen, because it's not, no one should, I wouldn't want to be somewhere where there was no love.
I was crying for her yesterday, literally sobbing. That's when I was walking around with Cal, because I just didn't really want anyone to see, because like a lot of people don't understand, like when I'm crying for other people, they don't understand why I'm doing that. But like I literally hugged her, and there's just so much pain I could feel, and I just, it's not okay. Yeah, and it's
not
like,
just here.
Yeah, no, I know, not just here. Like, I know she's gone through a lot of pain, and it sucks.
Right.
It sucks that that's been her life.
But it reminds me, like, similar to Dave, like, they just act differently, but they both have, like, lack of love in their life. And,
I think that would be good.
yeah, especially now with this new process, I think everyone thought, like, oh, we're going to get Bella off, and it's like, nope, think again.
It might be you. Not you, but it might be you, you know?
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
also
That
just-
was a curveball.
Like, today, so, two things happened in the kitchen that I was like, like, things happen so divinely, like, and you say from God, or I say divinely, or
For a
whatever, like, silly things, like, for example, the oatmeal burnt this morning, because you use that, the milk pot, you know, and it's, like, so thin, and those, and so yesterday I started cooking those yams, so I could just mash them up in the morning. And then so when I was making the oatmeal, I was like, oh, I'm not going to make the yams. I'll just do the oatmeal and that. And then the oatmeal burnt. And I was like, oh, I have the yams. And so I used those. And then we're going to make split pea soup. And
The pot gets dumped out.
The pot gets dumped out. And then the beans were making like a play on chili worked so well with the potato. Like I wouldn't even have wanted the split pea soup with it, actually. Like, it happened so perfect. And I soaked the beans for lunch. And it was like, thank goodness I soaked the beans, because, like, I just used them for dinner. You know, it was literally perfect.
How did you like dinner tonight?
I love dinner. I was a little
love dinner.
distracted.
You
so-
will, yeah. You couldn't
But it was
enjoy it,
good.
but yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. But it's one of these things of, like, it all happens perfectly. So when any of us go, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
You can't be worried about anything. Everything happens for a reason.
It's so perfect. Of course, we can work on ourselves and attract different situations and put ourselves in different situations, like karmically or whatever terms you use. And overall, like, it's just kind of having faith, you know? And, like, I feel like this is awesome that this is kind of happening with Jake, because everyone loves a love story. And, like,
I know, and that's why I worry about, like, just with Rob suddenly speaking of, well, I don't want him here either. Like, now I'm worried is this gonna escalate to a point of becoming a group discussion or a group decision over whether I get to see Jake or not?
That's where it was headed.
that's
where my
silly.
ultimate
No
worry
one can
is.
decide who can come in here or not.
Well, no, I mean, yes, of course I think
That's
it's silly and
crazy.
stupid, but, like,
I was,
if the people with the loudest voices and the people who get the most upset about this, like, talk the most about it, like, is that eventually where it's going
I'm
to go?
glad to defend and speak up.
You know?
I'm glad to speak up on your, like, not on your behalf, like, I know you have a voice, and I was really proud of you when Rob used the term "my girl," and you were like, and I thought you weren't going to say anything, and I was waiting for it, because I was going to say, are people possessions?
Yeah.
And so I was really proud of you, because I know that you've mentioned that you struggled with, like, speaking up more, and so I was really proud of you that you did that. And I'm glad if this does become, like, a group thing, to like say that we don't have the right to say who can see who and who can, and you know, could it be that a resolution is made that Jake and Mike can't talk? Of course. And that, you know, I think that's even fair.
He made the point that this is his house, but this is just as much your house as well.
And so he's allowed here. I would think that he's just not allowed to talk to Mike. And that's one thing, if in the future Mike has an epiphany that this is all silliness, that he can just be happy for you guys, or and he wants to approach Jake, that's fine. But we can have like a restraining order in Utopia. The first restraining order.
No, that's not the first.
No, it's not the first.
It's not the first. I think that's the third.
Wait, who is it?
It was 2 people, and then
it was Bella and Bree had a restraining order against Josh that lasted 36 hours or something. Yeah.
Yep, you're right. I forgot about that.
But like she said, it will all work out.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't happen, maybe it's, if anything, maybe like if your love with Jake doesn't happen here, it's just, maybe it's not meant to be publicly displayed. I think it would be beautiful though. And then if your tribes meet, your clans meet. Is he in a relationship with anyone right now?
No, he said like there's people he sees, but he said he's very emotionally single at the moment. So
that's true. I mean, maybe not physically single with the whole the strippers comment and all that stuff. I was like, oh, Jake. But yeah.
But he's like, he wants to try to be with me. That was like the poem that he wrote was basically what it was saying was.
He wrote the poem.
That's so awesome.
He wrote the poem.
I'm so happy for you. I mean, just what are the chances? Polyamorous, from California, and you
living in
speak
Southern
Japanese.
California.
Living in
and speaks Japanese.
And he's cute.
And he's cute.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
And he writes poetry.
It's my weakness.
Seriously, you even want to write poetry, or you do write poetry, but it's like, that's another one. I forgot that one too. There's just so many. This is to be happy. Mike will get over it. He did the last time.
He's gonna have to. He has no choice. You know?
And just like my anxiety, and this the weird thing is like I had anxiety about this even before today happened, is that like he's somehow gonna rally people to I don't know.
Fears come true. So put them out of your mind.
I know.
We say that too. You speak things into existence.
Yeah.
You don't.
Okay, so it's gonna be a great love story.
Yes,
it's gonna
there
be
you go.
wonderful.
America's gonna love it.
It's gonna be
a polyamorous love story.
It is. Aww.
He let me ride in his car for like 20 feet. Like, I was gonna run down the gate, and he's like, "How long has it been since you've been in a car? Get in." And I was like, "We're gonna think about running." And I hopped in, and like I almost got like motion sick. Like right away, I was like,
"Oh
no!" That's so funny. That's true. I forgot. I even forgot. Like, I never even think about cell phones either. Like all that stuff.
I realized that like I forgot what my cell phone really looks like texting, like what it completely, like the screen, you know, like that's something that like gets burned into your brain. But now
I forgot songs, like simple songs.
Yeah,
I was thinking that. I was trying to think of some like top 40 song from like, a couple months ago, and I was like how did it go? It was kind of like
we're not gonna know like up to a year of music possibly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is so insane.
Well, it's like, it's really, I thought that like it was, I don't know, I was just like so positive and like towards Mike, and like he seemed like he was really feeling so much better, and had come to terms with it, come to terms enough that he could talk about it, we could joke about it,
He was giving you eye contact.
He's giving me eye contact.
No, I saw you guys was that last night I saw you guys talking? Yeah. What happened?
It's, touch is fine. It was like fine,
Yeah, I think that he just didn't like to be like maybe approached in his own house. Aw, Jake.
And I just like I I don't want some kind of weird Scarlet Letter vibe to crop up. Because, like, even by monogamous standards, I've done nothing wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing that also bothers me.
say,
Is even if I wasn't polyamorous,
you didn't
like,
do
it's not
anything.
like
You guys never said
cheated
you were
on him.
together.
But even if we did, it's not like I cheated on him. It's like I had a conversation with a person, and then it was, you know, so, and that's why the terminology, not only the possessive terminology of stealing somebody's girl, but also, like, stealing in general, like, it's not like I got whisked away. Like,
Right.
it was just, like, he stepped out. Mike bailed. You know?
Yeah, but maybe he feels like you just kind of strolling around with him during that Utopia experience.
I think Mike.
I could have had the same reaction when he went and made out with that girl.
That's true, though. He did that first.
I thought it was hilarious, you know, and positive and great. You know, like, it's just...
I thought he was not taking on, but like that was his way of being like, sure, we're polyamorous. Like, not like saying that he was, but in this idea that, like, you guys are together here, but like, he totally has this freedom to like do whatever. And so that is kind of interesting that he did. I forgot he did that.
Yeah.
And he did admit to me, I think I told you, he did admit to me.
We could go on dates, come on.
I go on dates all the time.
He did admit to me that he was hoping that I would have a jealous reaction to that.
Really?
And I didn't.
Because you have to understand,
because
that's
most
his
of
baseline.
most of the world operates under jealousy means that you really care about me.
That's not true.
You know, which isn't true at all.
If you really care about someone, you only want to see them happy, and that's it. Whatever that means.
But you can care for someone and be jealous.
No, jealousy is your own insecurity.
It is, but
I'm not saying that, like, jealousy is an unnatural emotion or that you shouldn't feel it, but it's more of, like, how you act in reaction to it.
It's that
know,
piece, right?
like,
but that feeling.
And there's a lot of our culture that thinks that acting jealous is totally acceptable because it demonstrates that you care about a person.
Well, I think that just demonstrates that there's an insecurity within the relationship.
It totally does.
Like, let's say if you were really secure and you had such a safe relationship with you and your partner, you would feel so fine with them talking to someone of the opposite sex because you knew what a strong tight bond the two of you had. That, like, nothing could stand in the way of that. And sure, it's like, it's still maybe like human nature, but there's some people who are, like, really not jealous.
There are, but then there are people who are.
But I think the people who are, it's your experience.
Yeah,
it's like your experience or where you're from.
When you act out is one thing.
But that's the huge thing. Is regardless of how jealous you get,
you can be jealous internally, but to have that come out, that's a whole nother can of worms, you know.
Well, it's like the difference between, I mean, envious that somebody gets a new car versus going and trying to steal it.
Right.
You know?
It wasn't fair that you had to do this. And I also, like, I understand all sides.
And, like, interrupts Kristen's business class. Like, this is an actual, like, commerce thing going on.
Yes. At the same time, Jake didn't have to approach Mike, though.
No, he didn't.
Did he tell you he was going to?
No, I had no idea. I thought that he already kind of figured that out, because last time he was here, he was like, okay, well, maybe I'll be a little more careful, like, I won't discuss politics, and I kind of thought that
That's
meant.
the other thing, too. I'm shocked after last week. Like, hello, it didn't go well.
I'm pretty sure that...
Good job.
Yeah.
Y'all hear about this email I got from this Cody guy?
No.
Apparently he's been sending all these emails to me trying to let him date Bree. He's like, come on, man, like, it looks like you're a good guy.
Oh, like for date action?
Yeah, and he's like, will you please just, like, let her see if she chooses me?
Oh, wow.
He's like, I don't know if you're just deleting my emails. Like, who on that end is deleting these? I feel like a jackass, dude.
That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Said bid, bro. That's the. I am not.
Just bid. Just bid.
No, I thought for
$500. $5. She's yours at this
I'm
moment.
pretty sure now he's figured out don't approach him.
Yeah.
You know, I think his intention was fine. I don't think his intention was to provoke, but
No.
Do you think you
But
or
then at
Kristen
the-
can have a
but then-
conversation
what?
before he comes again?
Jake
So
and
just
I?
to be clear, yeah, can you guys have a conversation
I can
about?
probably try to send him an email.
Okay.
I think, well, I think his intention probably was maybe to try to be the bigger person, but probably also a little bit of pride as well, because he mentioned that, like, he doesn't watch the show, but he had some friends call him and tell him, hey, this guy's calling you an asshole on television, and so maybe he felt he needed to stand up
For himself.
for himself, you know?
Yeah. Very well true. That would have been cool if he would have been one of the Utopians who came in. They didn't know they were going to do this before they told him to come, though.
No.
Now that, like, we're going to get so many new people all the time, like, that stinks that they wasted him in this way.
Who knows? It'll be perfect, regardless of how
Yeah.
it turns out.
Yeah. I wonder if they were here.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, thank you for the positivity.
Yeah, girl, get your love.
Missed the sunset
Get your
with
love.
us. You missed the sunset with us.
Get
We
your
missed
love.
it too.
Get your love.
I'll show you the poem sometime.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Adorable.
Oh, does he know about you in poems?
I don't know. 'Cause that's the thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because he's been claiming that he hasn't been watching any of the show up to this point. Because he doesn't want to get to know anybody through editing, is kind of what he says. And he hasn't been watching the feeds. But I don't know, maybe, like, if
Someone
his friends
said,
started
like,
saying, like,
hey,
hey,
she
this
likes
guy's talking
poems.
shit about you, maybe he started tuning in, or
Right.
I don't know.
Wow. That was. Jeez.
I love
Actually, yeah,
good
because then
love
on the doc,
stories.
he said to me, like, I don't like the way that he treated you. And so I'm wondering, maybe
Maybe
he
he
went and, like,
watched
played
it.
catch up.
Maybe. Can you do it on demand?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He watched though. At least a piece. Enough.
I think he probably watched at least a little bit or something.
I believe in love. I believe in good love stories.
Your doctor love. You have to.
And I got to kiss him again.
Did you guys kiss with tongue this time?
A little bit.
Good for you, girl.
Oh man.
Wow, I haven't
She
felt
saved
that
the
in a
ju-
long
the juicy
time, like
part
wanting
for
to
last.
kiss someone. I haven't felt that in so long.
Be careful, you might end up pregnant.
Actually, I take that back. Me?
Me?
A kiss. Starts with a kiss.
I don't know how that's going to happen here.
I know, right?
Oh my god. You can go in the bushes, you know, like, I guess.
No, the bushes got trimmed down.
Oh, really?
Did they really? Did they really?
They got cut
Oh
in
my
half.
god.
Yeah, I just saw that this morning.
That is
That's
funny.
really funny.
That is funny.
Did I tell you guys what Cal said to me today? Because my period cramps were so bad. And he was like, what did he say? He's like, go move your kundalini. Like, meaning because, like, an orgasm helps.
Oh, that's right. I overheard you say what he said.
And then I was like, I don't even feel like doing that right now. And he's like, oh, go show America that it's okay to masturbate. And I'm like, it is okay to masturbate, but I don't even want
Oh
to.
my gosh.
It was funny.
That's really funny. I can just hear it in his voice. Go show him it's okay to masturbate.
You guys are silly.
And I'm like, it is okay. It's just I don't want to. I'm so asexual here.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new day.
You're gonna get to see him on Saturday. That's awesome. That's only 3 days away.
He's not on the RSVP list.
Well, he is now.
She's gonna add his one.
Asked about RSVP.
I missed the word.
What was the trade for the pumpkins?
The business classes.
The business classes.
So he has to finish it. And he did all his homework.
No, and he was like really happy with it when we talked last week. He was like super stoked about it.
He's such a sweet guy.
He didn't bring a lot of pumpkin gourds and that funny looking thing up top.
He did or didn't?
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
$100 worth.
He's so sweet.
Oh,
Thank you for
did the
talking
milk.
to Mike.
Yeah, but I don't know how well he took it. Like, I didn't
But I
really...
appreciate you trying to help him out. You know? I mean, from the beginning.
Oh, you mean like how I made him feel better?
Both of you.
Oh, in general. Oh, okay. I don't know about. I was like, I don't know about today. I told him, go by yourself. You're spitting poison on people.
I told him he needed to take a walk.
But you
yes.
told him too. You know what? If two of us told him, I don't feel so badly.
Yeah.
I still said, I understand you're going through a hard time. But yeah,
He needed to cool off.
it's true.
And when Mike gets upset, he puts on a show and gets everyone else rallied. You know.
Well, he's
riled up.
the rallier of the group. So,
But that's not healthy.
how funny was the pumpkin face though? So funny. He's so funny.
It's really funny. I was so
And it
pissed
was
off
like-
at the time that
Oh man.
It was a flat nose.
Wait. And it was so small. It was just. And he's pissed off, but holding it just. Like who does that?
But that's
He
why,
does.
like, I think it's awesome he's here because he does bring the humor here, you know, and it's natural for us to go through the emotions. Well, that's the thing. Like, maybe it's perfect he broke the pumpkin so that, like, he could make that funny face and we can have pumpkin pie.
Thank you, Jesus. Pumpkin pie.
Even I'm gonna eat
I
it.
like sweet potato pie, but I'll settle for pumpkin. Did you see the face?
I did.
It was so funny. Oh, good candy.
Thank you.
Keep being you. Standing up for what you believe in. And I feel like it inspires people.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's a good love story. It's a great love story. It's a great love story.
Go all Romeo and Juliet on this bitch. Just a better ending, hopefully.
No poison.
No poison. Alright. I'm going to gift myself a glass of wine.